Hi all, welcome to Learning Mark tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to see how to create a simple logistic regression in Google Colab. For this tutorial, we are going to use the data of game points, so which will contains each a game player's score and a column called offers, which will shows whether the game player will get the offer based on the coins he collected or not. So this is a data set. It will contains the two columns, coins and offer. So these coins are each game player collected in the game. So based on these coins, we are going to predict whether the player will get the offer on the equipments sell on the game. So now uh, I'm going to create one notebook in Google Colab, and I have to update my dataset to the Google Colab workspace. So in the left panel, you have to click a icon like folder. In there, there will be an option called upload. You have to click the button. It will navigate to the local folders and go to the folder where you have stored the data. Now I'm going to upload my game points data to the Google Colab workspace. So now I'm going to create a model which will predict whether the player get offer or not based on his coins. For this, I am going to upload the package called NumPy and Pandas, which will used to upload my GamePoint XLS dataset. So this is an XLS file. So first of all, I want to update the file in a local variable. For that, I am going to use the pandas package. Pandas.xl file. Just go to and right click the file, select copy path and paste the path in double quotes, single quotes. Now the file has been initiated to the variable called file. I am going to upload the data to the variable data. So I'll first initiate a data and going to load the first sheet. For that, you have to call a file.parse method. In that, you have to mention it's 0 because the file index will start at 0. Execute the cell. Now I'm going to print the first 5 record of my data set. So here you can see the data will contains two columns called coins and offer. The coins will contain the players coins collected, and offer is like whether the player gets the offer or not. So now I have to change this yes and no to 0 and 1 because we are going to pass this data to the model which will accept the values as numerical. For that, I am going to use the map value in Core Python. Data of offer equal to data of offer dot map. So in this map method, I have to initiate one dictionary which will contain the corresponding values for yes and no. So yes will be replaced to 1 and no will be replaced to 0. If I print the first 5 record of my data, you can see all the string values yes and no will be converted to 0 and 1s. Now we have to separate these two columns as inputs and target. Means I'm going to store the coins value in one variable called inputs and going to store the offer value in another variable called target. So for the input value, I'm going to name it X. I'm going to store this column in this X variable using iloc. So data dot iloc. So first we have to mention the rows we want and columns we want. I want to get all the rows from this data and I want to get only the coins column. So means I have to mention the colon and -1. This will means that it will get the all the columns until the -1, but the -1 column will not be excluded. Here the -1 will be the last column which is called offer. Mean the coins will be included here but the offer will be excluded here. So in this y data I am going to store my offer value. So in this also I'm going to get all the rows and I want to mention the last column which will marked as -1. So if you print this x and y values, you can see that x will contain the coins value alone and the y will contain the offer value alone. Now I am going to separate the this x and y into test data and train data. So this train data will used to model train my model and the test data will used to test whether my model predict the values correct or not. Means that accuracy I'm going to predict how much values it will predict correctly. So for that we are going to use one sklearn package called train test split. So we are going to import that from sklearn dot model selection import train test split. Now the train test split package is loaded. This train test split will return the four variables called x train, comma x test, comma y train, comma y test equal to we're going to call this train test data test split. So in that I'm going to pass the variables called x and y. Then I'm going to initiate one argument called test size. So here I'm going to mention the how much value is going to be set into the test data set. Means that if I if my data set will contains 100 datas, if I mention the test set is 0.2, then the 20 record will be going to the test set and the remaining 80 will be going to the training set. So test size equal to 0.2 here. So then I have to initiate another one variable, a random state equal to 0. Now if I check that length of my data, it is 518. Now I will check my test train dataset length. So here 80% of this data means that 414 will going to the X train. The remaining dataset will going to the X test and Y test. Now I'm going to initiate my model. So for that we are going to use the sklearn package from sklearn dot model selection import logistic regression. So there is some mistake on this. So sklearn, sorry, not model selection, we have to mention here linear model. First I have to initial my classifier model to the logistic regression. So classifier equal to logistic regression. So this classifier is my model which is just initialized. Means that now this is a model which is like an child is joined to the school that is not learn anything. So we are going to train the model, use the fit function. So classifier dot fit x train comma y train. Now my model has been trained. So now I'm going to check whether the model predicting the correct values or not. For that I'm going to use my test data set. So first I'm going to initiate one variable called predicted. So in that I'm going to store the values my model calculated for the test data set. So classify dot predict of x test. Now this predicted variable will store the all the variables which is predicted from the test data set, means a coins data in the test data set. See here the predicted 1 means it will be offer cell sent to the offer will be eligible to the player. 0 means the offer will not be given to the player. Now I am going to find the accuracy of the model which have been created. So for that I am going to use a method called accuracy score from the sklearn. I am going to initiate it first from sklearn dot model selection import accuracy, sorry it's a metrics Now I'm going to pass this two variable, which is a y test, which is already separated from the data set, and the predicted, which is predicted from the model. So mean that we are going to compare the actual value and predicted value. So here the y test is actual value for that x data set, x test data set, means coin test data set, and the predicted will be the predicted value from my model for the coins x test data set. So I'm going to run this method. So 0.61. So actually my model here will be give the 67% of accuracy. Now we are going to check the confusion matrix. So the confusion matrix is nothing but from the actual value of yes and no, how many is predicted as yes and how many is predicted as no. So based on that, uh, actually my value has yes, dataset has the yes values. From that yes values, how many correctly predicted as yes and how many wrongly predicted to the no, and vice versa. My dataset has also contains a no value. From that, how many of that predicted corrected as a no and how many of that predicted wrongly as yes. So for that we are going to import a package from sklearn dot matrix import confusion matrix. Now from here we are going to pass the actual value and predicted value like accuracy score. So confusion matrix test comma predicted. So here we can see that actually the total of value 37 plus 33 plus 28 plus 6, 37 plus 28 plus 6 plus 33. So totally my test data set is contain 104 values. From that there are actually 37 values which is yes, actually offer sent to the game player, that also predicted by my model as yes. So here this horizontal values will mention the actual true values, mean yes. The second line will be no. So here my model predicted 37 value as yes and 33 7 value as no correctly, and vice versa. From the yes values, my model predicted it as no as 6 values, and the no from the no values my model wrongly predicted as yes as 28 values. So this is my confusion matrix. So if I calculate this total value 37 plus 33 divided by this total value 104, which will give the 67 percentage here.